Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we are going to do an interview with Divine Masculine. Now, I do have some preset questions, but then, I will always follow the flow of the conversation to see exactly what Divine Masculine wants to say. So I'll start off with some probing questions and then we just take it from there. Now, in the extended, what we are going to do, we're going to see what advice your DM or your person is getting about you and the connection. So inside this bowl, I have like lots of different people, right? Okay, so like this one might be a side piece or whatever it is, right? I have a lot of different people, so we'll stir it up, and whoever comes out, I'll pick about 5 or 6 of them. We're gonna see what each person is, what advice they're offering to your person. So I can pick one now. All right, so you will see. I won't see which one. You get one from the bottom, so I definitely don't see. Okay. Ooh, 2 dropped out. So, all right. So firstly, it looks like your person's getting some sort of legal advice here. All right. So we're gonna tap into this in the extended, but I want to put it here let's put it here so we don't forget. And then this one also fell out. What's this? And then we also have spiritual advice. Now, I do have a card here for religious advice. And it didn't come out. So this is someone who is also asking. Could be a guru, could be a tarot reader, could be a healer. I don't know. Maybe we can pick up on what exactly it is. But this is spiritual advice. I have a card for religious advice and I didn't get it. This is spiritual advice. Or this could be their own intuition as well, right? Them tapping into source, energy, creator, higher mind, higher consciousness, higher self, angels, archangels. I mean, they're own guides, right? So we can find out exactly what kind of spiritual advice that is and what's the advice that they're getting. So we're going to tap into those in the extended and I'll pick about 3 or 4 more. Okay. All right. So let's get into this. I'll put this back here. Let's get into this. Divine Masculine, welcome and thank you so much for agreeing to be interviewed today. All right. So the first thing we want to ask you, like, how are you feeling? Just generally. It may not be about the earth. It may not be about a particular situation. Just how are you feeling generally? Okay. And underneath the deck, insecurities abound. So I feel I'll ask that as a question. Why you're feeling insecure. That will be interesting. Okay, so let's put that right there. But let's see what else is happening. How are you feeling generally? Oh. All right, you're feeling relieved. That will be interesting to tap into. You're feeling trapped. Let's get one more. And you're feeling, well, it says crutch, but it means codependent. All right, so let's kind of dig into this. Divine Masculine, why are you feeling insecure? What's that about? Let's get 2 cards. We have Page of Swords and the Moon. I feel insecure because I don't know what you're up to. I just don't know what you're up to and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to be present in your life. I've been looking at you. I've been looking at you on social media. I've been looking at you when you walk in the park. I've been looking at you. I've been looking at your profiles, even your work profiles on LinkedIn. I've been looking at them. And I just don't know what to do. I don't know how to reach you. I don't know how to say what I feel. I just feel kind of lost and I feel like I'm not good enough. Like being with you or knowing you has brought up a lot of insecurities, a lot of things in my unconscious and subconscious that I didn't want to face. And I've been forced to do a lot of shadow work, especially regarding my childhood. and the lack of expression that I was allowed in my childhood. So you're here asking me to express how I feel and all that. This is very difficult. I wasn't taught how to do this. This wasn't really allowed. People didn't really talk about things in my family. So being with you is just, you know, raise the hornet's nest, really. And I don't even know if I have the tools to deal with it. You ask me how I feel. I feel trapped in my life. I feel trapped in my life. I feel trapped in a very codependent situation. I don't know how to extricate myself from the enmeshment that I now find myself in. I want to change jobs and I don't know how to do that. Will I lose my benefits? Will I lose my security and my stability? Will I lose my pension? I don't know. I don't know what to do. And then there's also my family life. The karmic's been acting up. They saw a text message from you the other day. So I don't even know what to do about that situation either, because they are very dependent on me, especially financially. The only relief that I get is when I think about you. When I think about you, you make me feel like I can do anything. Like I can do anything. That's the one time I don't feel insecure. You know? Because you're so honest, you're so open, and I really love how you communicate, because it also inspires me to communicate openly and honestly. And that's why I try to reciprocate. And I know you think that it's not enough, but it's more than other people get from me. I don't even allow people to know that much about me. I'm really kind of closed off. Okay. All right. We understand, and thank you so much for that clarification. Okay. Now, you said you've been thinking about your life. You've been thinking about how trapped you feel. What else have you been thinking about? And you can talk about anything. This is a safe space. If we do judge you, we're going to judge you silently, okay? Just kidding. All right, so we have the Five of Swords in reverse. So you're saying what you've been thinking about. You're trying to figure out how to end the mind games, how to end the self-sabotage that you have been engaging in. Okay, that's a good start. What else? What else have you been thinking about? We have Eight of Wands. We have the Fool in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And in my reading, all upright court cards are divine energies. And we have Nine of Pentacles. Well, I've been thinking about expressing how I feel. I don't think you know exactly how passionate and how deeply I feel for you. And I want you to know, because I'm afraid that you're going to move on. And I'm afraid that I'm going to lose you. And it makes me feel so foolish when I think about how I ignored you and mistreated you in the past. In fact, it is this shame that often stops me from expressing my feelings, because I don't know if you're going to receive them with love, or if you're going to use that opportunity for revenge. For revenge. I also stopped myself from talking to you and expressing my feelings, because you have it all. You have it all. You don't need me for anything. You don't need me for anything. Look at you. Nine of Pentacles. You don't need me for anything. Like, I feel most validated and valued when people need me, and you don't need me for anything. So every time I think about the fact that you don't need me for anything, and that you're very abundant, and I can't see how I fit into your life, or I can't see how I can be of service to you, that's when I just stop myself from coming forward. Because it makes me feel foolish, and it makes me feel like a little child compared to you. That's what I've been thinking about. So there's a part of me that makes me feel like moving forward and just, just declaring to you how I feel and how I want us to move forward. But then there's another part that stops me because I don't feel good enough. I also feel as well that you're not going to take me seriously unless I'm single. And that still hasn't happened as yet. Okay, well, let's talk about that. Why hasn't that happened? He said it's the only thing that's stopping you. Why hasn't that happened? We have 8 of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands reverse. And remember, reverse core cards are karmic energies. We have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. And for me, the 2 of Pentacles moves to the Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, I do want to move on from the karmic. I have been thinking about it seriously. Yes, I know you've heard me say this before, but like seriously, my intuition's telling me that that's what I need to do. But there are a lot of major obstacles that are blocking my way right now. And the biggest obstacle is money, finances. I don't know if you know, but they're not working, and when they do get work, it's barely sufficient for them to provide for themselves. I have been that stability, I've been that safe space, and I've been the foundation of the home and the relationship. So I don't know how to do what I want to do, which is to move on and move forward without putting them under heavy financial strain. And I know you're asking me, why do I care about that? But I do care about them. I do care about them. And I do care about their financial stability. Okay, we can understand that. All right. So besides financial issues, what else is happening in your life right now? Fair enough. You take your responsibilities and the things that you've committed to very seriously. We get that. All right. What else is happening in your life right now? We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. All right. That's a card of codependency and addictions. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Beautiful. We have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the World. I know from the outside looking in, it feels like I'm staying stagnant, but I'm not. There are big cycles ending in my life, especially when it comes to my addictions, the way I've tried to escape my pain, the ways that I've tried to escape my feelings, the ways that I've tried to escape my trauma. All these are ending. So my usual go-tos, drinking, partying, squandering my sexual energy, all these have changed. My shopaholicism, everything, all these have changed. I'm ending these cycles, and it's been difficult. It's been very difficult, and it's really taken a toll on my mental health, and it's really taken a toll on the things that I've invested in, including the relationship with the karmic and including my job. The persons that I usually hang around with, especially when the karmic and I go out, I no longer resonate with them. And the persons at my job that I would usually hang around with, I no longer resonate with them. So all these relationships are ending. A lot of the things that I place priority on, those things are ending. The lifestyle, the display, all that social media, peacocking. It's all changing. I'm hoping that you've been seeing the difference in me because I am different. I am different. Even though my daytime job, I've had issues with it, my creativity has opened up a lot. And there's something that I'm working on that is really close to my heart. And in time, I'm going to let you know about it. But I'm ready to do something different. I'm ready to explore the world. I'm ready to see the world with new eyes. I'm tired of the same old, same old. Okay. What have you been thinking with regard to DF specifically? What have you been thinking? Or rather, okay, we've asked you about your life and what's been ending. Before I get to DF, what has been happening specifically with you and the karmic? We have the Hierophant. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Hermit in reverse. We are still together, yes. Technically, we are still together, especially for the show that we are required to put on for our family and friends. So we are together. But there's been a lot of financial difficulties, and it's not been easy because the karmic has a habit, an issue with spending, with money, and their own addictions. There's also been a lot of lies, a lot of deception. And I'm realizing now that this karmic is just not interested in finding out more about life and finding more about the meaning of life. They're just happy just going through the motions, wearing the mask. And I'm not there anymore. I want to learn. I want to do something different. So we're together, yeah, but it's not been easy. Okay, fair enough. All right, so tell me, you said you've been spending a lot of time thinking. You've been thinking how to navigate your way out of some situation where you feel trapped. You've been thinking about your job and it no longer resonates with you. What have you been thinking with regard to the DF specifically? We have the King of Wands upright. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. And we have the Moon. I've been thinking about DF, but I've also been feeling DF in so many different ways, but especially when it comes to dream time. That's when DF really haunts my dreams. That's when I feel DF's energy most. And every night we are on an adventure together. The spiritual connection between us has been really emphasized lately. And it's like, I can't escape DF. I can't escape DF. I've been thinking about how DF really woke me up and made me appreciate and look at life in a whole different way. I'm learning so many different things about myself and my own psychic and manifestation abilities. And it's also made me realize that if I want a chance with DF, and if I want a chance to be who I really am inside, I have to let this third party go. And I also have to face my pain. It's the only way to stop manifesting the cycles that I've manifested so far. I have to do the work. I have to do the shadow work. For myself and for all my future relationships and for any descendants that I may have. That's what I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about my legacy. What is the legacy that I want to leave on this earth? Do I just want to go through the motions, wake up, go to work, come back home, fight, go to sleep, wake up, go to... I don't want to do that anymore. I want my life to have meaning. And I want to make a difference. And I want to do something different from what my family has done so far. Interesting. Interesting. Thank you so much. Okay. So you want to do something different, and you can see yourself eventually being with DF. So let me ask you, what's your next actions towards DF? In fact, within a month of DF watching this reading, what's going to be your actions towards DF? Emperor in reverse. DF, that looks like a nothing, right? 5 of Cups. It's like the twin flame card in reverse. Let's leave it like that. And it actually says light at the crossroads. And it's in reverse. And we have Temperance. That just feels like dark night of the soul energy, to be honest. I don't want to wallow in self-pity, but I won't be doing anything. I'm going to be plowing through a lot of pain from the past, a lot of pain from my childhood. I don't know if I told you before, but I've been feeling very depressed and I need to get myself into balance. So what I'll be doing is just really trying to take care of myself. So I won't be taking any action. I won't be taking any action within a month of DF watching this reading. I won't. I won't be ready. I won't be ready. I'll be trying to take care of myself. I'll be trying to get to the best version of myself. I'll be going through this awakening. Because look, we have the chakra colors in the back here. I'll be going through this awakening. I'm not going to be ready to take any action. All right, DM, fair enough. And we admire your honesty. So last chance to give DF any messages before we go to the extended DM. What do you want DF to know? What do you want DF to know? You can speak to DF's heart right now. What would you want DF to know? And then we have mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. And I think this is what DM is trying to do. Learn the spiritual lesson. So that they don't go looping. All right. What do you want DF to know? All right. Put away the computer. Working less and having more fun will help strengthen your relationship. So DM wanted to know that DM's been thinking a lot about you guys meeting up and just having some very playful fun together. I'm not getting that it's going to be that it's sexual. I mean, it might have a sexual undertone, obviously, but not that. But spending time together in the 3D and, you know, getting to know each other. What else? Twin flame. Okay, so DM wanted to know that they do recognize what this spiritual connection is all about, and they may even know the words twin flame, and I think they know because they have been getting this spiritual advice. I'm going to see exactly what kind of spiritual advice they've been getting. Okay, what else? Strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. I'm getting this is what they thought this was before they started getting these downloads. That's what I'm getting. And it's also a confirmation that maybe some of this fun that they're thinking about might be sexual. But right now, sexual stuff is all that they can offer you because they're not in a place to offer you commitment. So that's a reminder for us too. And we have healing. Old childhood wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. So they also want you to know, just as they said, that they're going to be healing and digging up a lot of old wounds and a lot of old childhood wounds. They said it. They know that they have to do the shadow work. They know that they have to do that. Or else it's just going to be a repeat of the same. Okay? So if you're not able to join me in the extended, let me give you some advice, dear. Let me give you some advice. And this is the Numerology Oracle deck. I don't use it often, but I do think that it is apropos at this time. Okay. You're very close to achieving your goals. So Spirit's letting you know that right now you have to trust your intuition. Okay. And what you want is closer than you realize, but it's still going to require a bit of patience. We have communication is key, right? And you know, that's one of DM's biggest issues. And I mean, they said it, right? They said it. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. All right, let's see what it's about. New moon in Gemini. And it's at page 46. That reduced to 10. So that's about endings and also about Wheel of Fortune. Right, communication is key. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing, communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and other forms of communication will also help you now. And that's interesting because we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, so not even the best time. All right. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or neighbor, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card could also suggest that you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. Additional meanings for this card is time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. Someone is flirting with you and read more books. Gemini is a sign of communication and socializing, of ideas and of travel, and the energy around it and around this card is speedy, gossipy, and flirtatious. The new moon in Gemini is a wonderful time to get out and socialize. Gemini loves a chat. That's true. One thing to be aware of is that this card can also indicate being mentally scattered. Daily meditations will help to unscramble wires, cross wires in your brain. So communication is key. It makes no sense just sitting there and wondering what the other person is feeling or doing, or where they want this connection to grow. Why I said grow, right? Connection to go. Everybody needs to say what they want, how they want those needs met, and see if there's any kind of middle ground that can be accomplished. Okay. All right, guys. So if this resonates with what you've already been getting in your psyche, please join me in the extended. We're going to see what kind of spiritual advice they've been getting, what kind of legal advice they've been seeking, and then I'm going to pull 4 or 3 more of those. I'm going to see what kind of advice they've been getting. Okay. All right, my loves. Take care.